We're going to take a drive through Alcock Park outside of Frederika. We'll begin with a visit to the west side of the park, and then we'll move to the east side of the park. The purpose of this video is to show people the effects of the emerald ash borer on a well-established park, particularly the campgrounds, and just to give a visual illustration of how damaging that little emerald ash borer has become. Alcock Park is just one of many places where this has happened. Obviously there's plenty of private residences that have had to deal with trees that were killed by the emerald ash borer, but at Alcock Park, especially here on the west side, you're about to see what happens when you have a virtual monoculture of all the same species of trees that were all about the same age. Alcock Park on the west side here is a pretty popular campground. Quite a few people stay here. It's often filled on the weekends because it's an old simple campground, a nice shower house, new shower facility, and plenty of shade, but that's all changed now due to the invasion of the ash borer. You can start to see in the playground area or the park area the down trees. But just wait until we get into the campground here. It's so very sad. Virtually wide open, other than a few of the oak trees and other tree species that the ash borer didn't impact. I've worked through some storms before and seen the damage, and to me this is very similar. Tree after tree is down, and once we get past this set of trees, this small set of trees, look at this. It's just wide open. Not one tree is left because they were all ash trees, and the emerald ash borer infected each one of them. It's such a tragic situation. Unless you're very, very young watching this, we will never see this park recover to what it was in our lifetime. It shows the danger of having a monoculture where every species, or most of the species, are all the same. It made it many, many years without a problem until the invasion of this exotic invasive insect species. The park is being logged, which is good. At least there's some value going to be realized out of these trees that had to go down. But still, the replanting, the recovery phase, it's going to take a long time. Again, it's just so very, very sad. And now with that view, we'll pause the video and I'll drive over to the east side so we can take a look at that part of the park and what the ash borer has done in that area. We've moved over to Alcock Park on the east side of the Wapsipinicon River. This is the section of the park that's located right in the town of Frederika. Campsite The camping area doesn't get used near as much as the west side, but it is still visited by plenty of people. not all of the logging work is complete here on the east side of the park. You've probably noticed there is some diversity here, which is why you still see the good healthy trees and brush. But just watch what happens here when we round the curves and get into the camping area, picnic area. You can kind of start to see it already. Like the west side, the east side was hit hard. We'll round the curve here and get into the campground itself. Years ago when I was a kid, my grandparents used to camp up here. This was one of their favorite places to camp, especially off to the right here. And I remember spending quite a bit of time here in the campground, but it doesn't even look the same now. As you can see, there's still more trees to come down. The ash borer didn't cut any slack. If it was an ash tree, it was affected. The thing about this is it wasn't really even preventable. It wasn't cost effective to treat all these trees, and it probably only delays this inevitable tragic end by treating them. The best way to prevent it is to not plant all the same trees, but that was done years and years ago. So now we need to just look forward. What can we do here? And I know the Conservation Board is looking at this, establishing variety of species. The issue will be, it's going to take time. It's going to take a long time before we have a good tree canopy, good leaf canopy like we've had in the past, like we're used to. It's just a tragedy that we're all experiencing in real time. It's happening all over. There you have it, a view of Alcock Park when the logging is not quite complete, but nearly done, and the devastating effects of the emerald ash borer on the ash trees. Thank you for watching.